One of the number one questions I'm asked by women is, why do I keep meeting emotionally unavailable men? And why are men just not willing to open up to me? Yep, I hear it all the time. And so I want to give you a little bit of insight as to why that might be when it comes to a lot of men. First, let me introduce myself. I'm Troy Spry, certified life and relationship coach, speaker, and author of the book, Teach Me How to Love, While What You Don't Know Will Hurt You. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to give you 7 reasons that this man might just be a little bit emotionally unavailable. Now, ladies, let me help you understand something. It's not your job to make a man become emotionally available. That's not your job. But it is important that if you desire to be with a man, that you become a student of men, just like men should become students of women to try to understand them better so you can understand why they might be the way they might be. All right, so first of all, let's start with defining kind of emotionally unavailability. So to be emotionally available, it means to allow yourself to be seen, to allow yourself to be fully known. In other words, to be able to go there with someone, be vulnerable and let them in, let them see the real you and not just the version in which you want to portray, right? So that's what it is to be emotionally available. A lot of emotionally unavailable men, they can't go there with you, right? They're stoic. They can't let you in to see the true them. They can't let you in to see their insecurities. They can't let you in to see their flaws. They just can't let you in. So it causes a disconnect because you don't feel intimacy, right? Intimacy being defined as into me see. You don't feel closeness. So emotional availability creates closeness, right? And so sometimes you might feel distant from a guy because he won't let you in. So here are some reasons, though. I mean, I think there's some reasons that a lot of men are emotionally unavailable, and I want to key you in on a few of them, right? Number one might be that the last time he was emotionally available, the last time he let someone in, right, his feelings weren't validated and they were dismissed. And this happens sometimes in relationship. You know, a lot of women don't realize they do this to men. When they go there with them, if their feelings are dismissed or not validated, then they tend to not want to go there again. All right, so that's number one. Number two, they don't want their vulnerability to be seen as weakness. So often in relationship, men are taught they have to be the strong ones. They have to be the protectors, the providers, all of these things. So emotions, there's no room for emotion in that. And emotion can show vulnerability. And when vulnerability looks like weakness, men don't want to be in that space because they don't want to be judged for being weak. So that may be a reason. Number three, maybe he hasn't healed from his past trauma. And a lot of times that's what it is. A lot of times some men, maybe they were abandoned. Maybe they have mommy issues or daddy issues. Maybe they were abused. No matter what it is, they probably had a place where they had emotions available and those emotions were taken advantage of or not validated, like I said earlier. And so, you know, it caused them to not want to do it again. They don't want to bark up that tree again because it hurt too bad. Another reason, number 4, maybe, just maybe, the last time he was emotionally available and he showed his emotions to a woman, it was thrown back in his face. Yes, this happens often, ladies. And let me tell you, you have the power, ladies, to help a man live or die with your words. And a lot of times if you throw something back in his face that he let you in on to make him seem weak, he will not go there again. All right. So keep that in mind. If a man ever opens up to you and you throw it back in his face, it's a recipe for disaster and emotional unavailability later. Number 5, think about this. Maybe, just maybe, he's heard you or other women talk negatively about men that showed their emotion. You know, women have a tendency sometimes to say things like, oh man, he always whining. He always acting like a you-know-what. He always, got something to say, right? That is not going to create an environment for a man to want to be emotionally available with you. If he hears you talk negatively about other men who were emotionally available, who let their emotions known, if it's negative, he's probably getting a signal that says, I'm not going there either. So I'm just going to stay stoic. And I'm not going to let her see that part of me, right? Number 6, I think I'm on number 6. Maybe, just maybe, ladies, sometimes this happens. Maybe you don't rest well in your feminine energy. And when you don't rest well in your feminine energy, you don't listen well. And when you don't listen well, that means when that man is opening up, you're always finding a way to have something to come back with, something to defend with, instead of just sitting there and listening and allowing him to open up. You see what I mean? And if you don't allow him to just open up without you coming back all the time with something to say, that's a recipe for a man not being emotionally available for you. So keep that in mind. And then number 7, sis, maybe he's just an emotionally unavailable person. And I'm not saying it's your job to change that. What I'm saying is you have to be able to identify it, and you can have patience. You can create safe spaces. You can try to allow this man to open up and not judge him, right? You can do all of these things, but sometimes some men just aren't going to be ready to go there. Maybe they need some therapy, maybe they need some healing, but you can't get close to someone who doesn't want to let you in. You have to know that. So I want you to just get some understanding from this. Understand why some men might be the way they are. And understand this, ladies. You can't want a man to only be emotional when it's convenient for you. Understand that. You can't want a man to only be emotional when it's convenient for you, when he's telling you how great you are, when he's telling you how much he loves you and how much he, is open to you. He's gonna have emotions in other facets of his life. He's gonna have other fears, other flaws, other insecurities, other things that make him scared, right? He's got to be able to express those things to you without being judged and without all these other 7 things that I just mentioned in this video. So I just wanted to let y'all in a little bit on some men. I'm not saying it's your job to fix it. What I am saying, though, is that understand where some men come from so that you can adjust accordingly when you come across a man who you love, who you know has it in him, but he might not just be ready yet to open up to you. Just keep being patient. Allow yourself to allow him to just speak freely and feel safe and be close with you. And if he can't create that closeness, then you probably can't create a sustainable relationship. But I just want you to know where a lot of men are coming from. So I hope this helps somebody out there. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for all the support. Go get the book, Teach Me How to Love While What You Don't Know Will Hurt You, off Amazon. Or go visit the website, exclusivethoughts.com. That's XKLUSIVE thoughts.com. And if this video helped you in any way, share it with somebody. Somebody out there right now is struggling with an emotionally unavailable man, and they're trying to understand why. And this is my way of helping you in a little bit on why a lot of men think the way that they think when it comes to emotional availability. And fellas, it's okay, bro. It's okay to be open. It's the only way that you're going to be close to the ones you love. All right? So choose wisely and be open. Peace.